Good morning. Namaskar. Let us begin with a prayer. This is from the Upanishads. Swami Atmajnananda ji began the study of Keno Upanishad this week, and this prayer is from the Keno Upanishad, from the Upanishad. This prayer is very important. It's on page 48 of the book Universal Prayers. The first one on page 48. This prayer has 4 parts in it. The first part is a prayer for strength. Strength of the whole personality, body, mind, sense organs, they all have to be strong. With a weak body, with a weak mind, nothing can be achieved. Self-knowledge, pure devotion, very difficult. The second part of the prayer is an affirmation from the Upanishads that this whole universe, cosmos, is nothing other than Brahman, described in the Upanishads. Upanishad says, Sarvam Kalavidam Brahma, this whole universe is Brahman. So that is second part of this prayer. The third part of this prayer is that we should not reject this affirmation in the Upanishads, statement in the Upanishads, that everything is Brahman. You are not experiencing everything as Brahman. You are seeing things as name and form, good and bad. But the truth is everything is Brahman. So we should accept it as a hypothesis and strive hard to experience the truth. Otherwise, it would remain as theory in the books. We want to experience in our lives that everything is Brahman. We are Brahman. That is a determination that I want to do this one. I don't want to reject it as something that was mentioned in centuries ago in books. The fourth part of the prayer is this effort to realize the truth that you are Brahman requires long, hard, sustained effort, spiritual practice. For that, we need to be virtuous. First requirement is moral purity, such as truthfulness, sincerity, straightforwardness, etc. These are all described in the various scriptures in the Upanishads. The fourth part of the prayer is, may all those virtues come to me. Then if I am a totally virtuous person, my spiritual life becomes free from obstacles. So these are the 4 parts. Let me chant the prayer. Om apyayantu mamangani vak pranashchakshusrotram ato balam indriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahma upanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakarot anirakaranamastu anirakaranam me astu tadatmani nirateya upanishatsu dharmaste mayi santu te mayi santu om shanti shanti shanti. O Lord, may all parts of my personality, my body, mind, sense organs, the vital force, all the sense organs, may all become strong and function in perfect harmony. This whole universe is nothing other than Brahman, described in the Upanishads. Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam. May I not reject this truth. May I not reject Brahman. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. May I not reject Brahman. Mama Brahma nirakarot. May Brahman not reject me. May there be no rejection from either side. The last part of the prayer is, as I am engaged in knowing that reality, tadatmani nirate mai, in me, all those virtues described in the Upanishads, Ethan Maha Upanishatsu, te mai santu, may all those virtues come to me, may they all reside in me, may I become a virtuous person. Virtues, good qualities such as truthfulness, strength, straightforwardness, purity, all those virtues. And Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, may there be peace within us all. May there be peace and harmony everywhere among all beings. And may there be peace everywhere in nature. That is the prayer. Let me chant once again. It's a very important prayer. Swami Atmagyanji chanted this when he began the Kena Upanishad a couple of days ago. Om apyayantu mamangani vak pranaschakshushrotam atha balam indriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahma upanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakarot anirakaranamastu anirakaranam me astu tadatmani nirateya upanishatsu dharmaste mayi santu te mayi santu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now let us continue with chapter 18. Chapter 18. We were studying three types of tyaga, jnana, karma, karta, buddhi, all those things. As we have seen in earlier chapters, everything in this universe, without exception, has the three qualities. What are they? Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Nothing is an exception. This we know from earlier chapter, second chapter, shloka number 45. Bhagavan had said early in the Gita, Trigunya Vishaya Veda 245. Trigunya Vishaya Veda Nistrigunya Bhavarjuna. O Arjuna, Trigunya Vishaya Veda, whatever things or subjects are described in the Upanishad, in the Vedas, they all Trigunya. They all have three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. That's it. It comes in later chapters through. Nistrigunya Bhavarjuna Nirdvandvo Nityasatvastho Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. You become free from three gunas. Nistrigunya Bhava. Everything has three qualities, but we all have to become free from these three qualities. Then only we can know the truth of our divine nature. Otherwise, we'll remain in the body-mind level. So it's a very important instruction. We have become free from three gunas. Nirtray gunyo bhava. Not only that, nirdvandvo. Dvandva means the pairs of opposite experiences. In your daily life, you experience happiness, unhappiness, pain, pleasure, gain and loss. Those things happen. These are all called dvandva, opposites. We go in different opposite directions. Some days we are happy, some days we are unhappy. We have to become free from that. Nirdvandvo bhava. Then, second instruction is nitya sattvasthaha. Always constantly remain established in sattva. Sattva means the ultimate truth. True sattva guna. Nistraya gunya bhavarjuna nirdvandvo nitya satvastho niryogakshema. Yogakshema means seeking what we need, obtaining what we need, our necessities. Kshema means protecting, preserving things. Become free from yogakshema. Don't worry about what you need, what you want to protect. People are doing the opposite. We are worried about, oh, I need this, I need that, oh, buy this, otherwise, and you want to protect this. This is what we do. But he said, Niryoga Kshama Bhava. How can it be? A true Brahmajnani has no worry about Yoga Kshama. All worry about what we need, food and clothing and money and other things, relationships. And worry about preserving them, protecting them. These all happen at the body, mind, sense organ, ego level. As long as we stay at that level, we need all these things. But if we transcend the body, mind level, consciousness, awareness, and experience I am Brahman, which is what Upanishad says, your Tattvamasi, Am Brahmasmi, then where is the need for Yogakshema? What do I need? Nothing. I'm the Atman, I'm pure consciousness, doesn't need anything. You have to rise to that level. Then no Yogakshema, nobody. That's one way. If you have pure devotion, bhakti, then also there is no Yogakshema. The person, not a Brahmajnani, but he has pure devotion. As taught by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Narada Maharshi, Sri Ramakrishna, bhakti. A true bhakta has no worry about Yogakshema. Why? Because the Lord has promised again and again, Yogakshema Mahamyaham. You see, God has promised. If you're devoted to me, if you're devotion, He takes care for Yogakshema. Aham Yogakshema Ahami. He says, the Lord has said several places. So why would the devotee should worry? I've surrendered my life to the Lord. This devotee's approach. And He will take care of me. Wherever He keeps me, in whatever condition, whatever He gives me, does not give me, I'm happy with that. I have devotion, that's all I need. Devotee has no worry about Yogakshema. Jnani has no worry about Yogakshema. We have neither this nor that, though we are worried about Yogakshema. So Sri Krishna says, Niryogakshema Bhava. Atmaman Bhava, last instruction. Atmaman means become aware of your Atman. You are the Atman, you are not the body mind. Become aware of that. Stay established in that consciousness. The moment we listen to body mind consciousness, then all these other things will start. Worry about health and problem and poverty, and he said this, she did that. They get absorbed in it. Whole life goes in this way. See this in Sloka 245, how much it has came early in the second chapter. This Trigunya Bhava. Now, in the 14th chapter, what is the 14th chapter about? Three Gunas are there. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. They'll study in detail what is Sattva, what is Rajas, what is Tamas, and how to overcome these things. 17th chapter also we studied these three Gunas. What is 17th chapter called? Shraddha Trivibhaga Yoga. There also. Now 18th chapter is again come. So beginning with Shloka number 18. We did last time we did 18. There, Bhagavan says, jnana, knowledge, and object of knowledge, jñānaṃ, jñāta, the knower, karanam, instruments for we need for any action, karma, action, karta, the doer. All of these things have the three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas. Trividaha karma sangraha. Jnānaṃ, jñēyam, parijñāta, trividha karma chodana, karanam karma karteti, trividha karma sangraha. 18. That's we studied last time. Now we go to Shloka number 19. There he says jnana, karma, karta. These three things are involved in all actions. When you do any action, we need how to do it. Jnana, knowledge of the action. What is the action? Why it is to be done? How to do it? What's the purpose? That knowledge has to be there. Knowledge of other things also need to be there. Jnana. Karma is inescapable. Nobody can remain without performing karma even for a few seconds. Karma is continuously happening as long as body is functioning. So we need to do karma, which karma to do, which not to do, how to do, what is niyata karma. In the 4th chapter we studied, you have to know three things. Karmano hyapi bodhavyam, karmanas bodhavyam cha vikarmanah akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi. It is 4:17, I think. Chapter 4, you have to go back and study earlier shlokas. 4:10. 20, go back. 4:17. 18 is karmanya karmaya pasyet. So many commentaries here. 19. Oh. Yeah, 4:17. There Bhagavan says, three kinds of karma have to be known. Karmano hyapi bodhavyam, bodhavyam cha vikarmanah, akarmanascha bodhavyam, gahana karmano gatihi. Karmano hyapi bodhavyam. We have to know about work. What's the nature of work? What kind of work to do, what not to do, etc. How to do. Vikarmanascha bodhavyam. Vikarma means what is also you have to know about bad work. Nishiddha karma. We should know what we should not do. Akarmanascha bodhavyam. Akarma means absence of karma. How to remain, how to become free from karma. Nashkarmya. When you become jnani, no karma. We rise above the level of karma. Karma happens inevitably, body mind level. Become Brahmajnani, no karma. Naiva kenchit karomi. So all these things have to be known. Now here, coming back to verse number 19, in chapter 18, he said, jñānaṃ karma cha kartāca. Karma is of three kinds. How? Guṇabhedataḥ, according to guna, difference in guna. Guṇabheda, difference in guna. What are the gunas? Sattva, rajas, and tamas. There is sattvic karma, there is rajasic karma, there is tamasic karma. Similarly, jnana also is of three. There is sattvic jnana, rajasic jnana, tamasic jnana. Similarly, karta is also of three kinds. Karta means what? Person who does. We are all kartas. I do this, I do that, we all say. So as long as we have the notion that we are the doer, then we have to be sattvic doers, not tamasic doers. So what's the difference between sattvic karta, rajasic karta, tamasic karta? Then we have to know. Then we have to become sattvic karta. Then again, the karma itself has to be given up, go beyond karma, ultimate step. So that is what sloka number 19 says. jñānaṃ karma cha kartāca tridhaiva guṇabhedataḥ procyate guṇasaṅkhyāne yathāvacchṛṇu tānyapi. Where all these things are mentioned, procyate means all these things are mentioned, described. Where guṇasaṅkhyāne. Guṇasaṅkhyāne means, in the commentary Shankara says, guṇasaṅkhyāne kapile shastre. In Kapila's Sankhya Yoga, some of which has come before, their three gunas are described. Vedanta says no gunas, only Brahman. Tattvamasi am brahmasmi sarvam kalidam brahma. But Sankhya explains the empirical existence. We see three gunas everywhere. Vedanta says only Brahman is there, but I only see the three gunas. Good people, bad people, good karma, bad karma. I'm saying Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. So that is explained in a Sankhya Yoga. Practical. guṇasaṅkhyāne procyate. These three gunas are described in the Sankhya philosophy of Kapila. yathāvacchṛṇu. Yathavat means as it is, accurately, as presented in the Shastra. Shrunu, listen to me. Bhagavan is going to explain. Now, the details. Three kinds of jnana. Beginning from shloka number 20, 21, 22. Sattvic jnana, rajasic jnana, tamasic jnana. The purpose of knowing the difference between these three kinds of jnana is we should have sattvic jnana. Giving up tamasic jnana and rajasic jnana. Sattvic jnana will show us way to freedom from all these things, to God, to Brahman. So let us see what is sattvic jnana. Shloka number 20. Sarvabhuteshu yenaikam bhāvamavyayamīkṣate avibhaktam vibhakteshu tajñānaṃ vidhi satvikam. Sattvic jnana. This we studied last time. Sattvic jnana. We'll quickly over it. Sattvic jnana is that which sees one reality behind all the beings. Sarvabhuteshu, in all the beings, no exception. Animals, plants, people, good people, bad people, wicked people, saintly people, this earth, nature, sun, moon, stars, river, ocean, mountains, and other planets, other stars, other galaxies, whole of nature. In all the beings, whatever beings there are, sarvabhuteshu ekam avyayam bhavam ikshate. Ikshate means a person who sees, that knowledge which enables to see one reality behind all these beings. Every being is different from every other being. In nature, there are now two things exactly alike. They appear to be alike, but if you examine closely, their differences are there. If you go to any one tree, every tree is different from every other tree. If you take one tree, no two branches are alike. If you take two leaves, no two leaves are alike. They're all next to each other on the same tree. Differences are there. No two things are alike. So, behind this multiplicity, diversity that is present in the whole of nature, Sattvic jnana is that knowledge which enables to see one reality, disregarding the differences in appearance. This is a practical implication. If you see one reality behind all, how does it help me in my daily life? I still have to go to work and pay bills? Yes, it helps in your daily life. You studied that one. Samadarshitvam. Samadarshitvam means being same-sighted towards all. That means, take for example only people. Let's leave other things. The people we come across in our daily life are all of different natures, diversity. No two people are alike. So many people. Each person is different in many ways. But this Sattvic jnana is that knowledge which sees one reality, one God in all the beings. People are different in every way. Let it be. Let the difference be. They have to be different. Otherwise, everybody will be a clone of everybody. Then it won't work. They have to be different. Differences are inevitable in creation. If everything is at the same time, then there is no creation. So that's not possible. Differences are inevitable. But sign of Sattvic knowledge is that knowledge which disregards the diversity at the appearance level and sees one reality in all. Not only people. The same God which is in all the people, good people, bad people, is also in the same animals, present in all the animals. present in all the plants, in all the trees, in sun, in nature, in sun, in moon, same reality. And in the inanimate objects, like this table, this book, one reality behind all. It's the whole gist of Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta, one reality behind all. So that is that kind of knowledge which disregards the diversity and sees one reality behind all. Sarvabhuteshu ekam avyayam bhavam ikshate. Avyayam means imperishable reality. That kind of knowledge is sattvic knowledge. And that reality appears to be divided into separate parts. Avibhaktam, that reality is indivisible. Vibhaga means division. Avibhaktam cannot be divided. God cannot be divided into parts. One part of him is here, another part is there, not like God is one infinite reality. Infinity cannot be, also Brahman is infinite, cannot be divided into parts. Pure consciousness, how can you divide it? If something material, we can divide it, cut into parts, but not pure consciousness. Prajnanam Brahma. Avibhaktam. But one undivided reality is present in all the beings. Vibhaktamiva bhuteshu sthitam, as if it is divided into parts. It's our view. Our view is different. But reality is only one, indivisible reality. Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu vibhaktamiva cha sthitam. We studied that word earlier. Chapter 13, Shloka 16. You have to go back and review all this information has come before. Nothing is new in 18th chapter. Most of it is revision. Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu, vibhaktamiva. In all the beings, as if it is divided. Iva means as if. Vibhaktam, divided. He appears. If you take different photos of various deities, Rama's photo with Sita, Hanuman, Lakshmana, Krishna's photo with Radha, and Ganesha's photo with a mouse, like Durga's photo with all the 18 arms and weapons and everything, all different names and forms. What is in all of them? One reality, one God appearing at this form, that form, that form. So that is sign of sattvic jnana. Disregarding the diversity of appearance, seeing one reality in all. That is sattvic jnana. Seeing everything as different, being guided by diversity, that is rajasic tamasic jnana. We don't want that one. So what's the benefit of sattvic jnana? We see God in all. It's the whole purpose of human life is see God in all. Where did we study that one? Seeing God in all. Chapter 6, sloka number 30, 630. There Bhagavan had said this one. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sachame na pranashyati sarvatra mam pashyati. Sees me in all beings. We should see one God. Only one God is there. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati. Sees everything in one God, one reality. Sachame na pranashyati. That person, there is no disconnection between such a jnani, bhakta and God. Always in constant communion with the divine. Whomever is saying whatever I'm doing, wherever I am seeing God. I'm with God. Never separated because He is in all. Nobody is there in this room. I'm sitting alone. God is here in this room. Or some furniture is there. God is in the furniture. All, no separation at all. That means constantly you are in communion with the divine. You are aware of that one. That awareness comes. He's with me. He's with me. That is the benefit of sattvic knowledge, same God in all. Avibhaktam vibhakteshu tajñānaṃ vidhi satvikam. Sattvic jnana we have to cultivate. Seeing differences is rajasic jnana. Seeing unity in all is sattvic jnana. The other aspect of sattvic jnana is samadarshitva. Seeing same divine in all. Where did we study samadarshitva? Chapter 5 and 6. Chapter 5, sloka number 18. There, Bhagavan had said, see the same divine in all. treat everybody alike. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Sunichaiva Shapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. So you have to connect all these things. Pandita Samadarshana. Pandita means a person of knowledge, jnani. Pandita is not someone who does the rituals and money. If you go to any pilgrimage place, all the pandas will come and surround you, harass you. No. Pandita means Brahmajnana, knowledge, person of knowledge. What are they? Pandita Samadarshana. They see the same God in all. They treat everybody with love and respect. That is the benefit of seeing God in all. Effective. Such as different people are in entities are in different nature. They give some example. Brahmane Vidyavane Sampanne Brahmane. At one end of the extreme, if you take people, the best of human beings is there. Such a person is has full knowledge, Vidya, knowledge he has got. Vinaya is humble, not arrogant. He is a Brahmana who knows Brahman. Brahmana is one who knows Brahman. That we saw before. Such a person, best, highest person. On the other extreme, Swapaka, one person who has no knowledge, no culture, born in some slum somewhere, no father. Such a person, what kind of knowledge can he have? Struggling for food, eating something. But in both of them, what is common? Brahman. I'll give an example later. In between the best human being, worst human being, other things come. Go means cow. Animals also are there in the spectrum. In cow also same God is there. Body is different, being is different. God present in the Vidyavana Sampana Brahmana, the highest human being. Same God present in the cow. Gavi Hastini. Hasti means elephant. Elephant also same God is there. Elephant does not know. Stay away from that one. Tiger also God is there, but stay away. Don't go near that one. Shuni, dog. Dog also same God is present. Shapaka. So seeing one divinity in the entire diversity of nature, seeing God in all, that's the purpose of this Sattvic Jnana. Sattvic Jnana means disregarding the diversity inevitable in nature, seeing one God in all. That kind of knowledge is what is required. We have to have that knowledge. And then if you have that knowledge, all differences, all fighting, all hatred, everything will go away. In a society, even if a few people have Sattvic Jnana, people in leadership, then that society there will be harmony and peace, no hatred. Opposite is happening now. People have defined differences. They hate. We find differences and hate. Instead of finding common things and loving, people do the opposite. You come from a different country, I don't like you. You speak a different language, you go back to your country. Like this one, hatred. If you belong to a different religion, I don't like you. Different way of worship, different way of dress, different language, different appearance, hatred. That is tamasic jnana, seeing everything as different. Sattvic jnana made disregarding these differences, seeing same in God in all. And this seeing differences not only in this country, every country it is there. In every society it is there. This is nature. Seeing differences and trying to dislike, rather than seeing commonality and trying to love. In India also same thing. There's so many states are there. I don't know how many now, 30 states maybe there. If you belong to some other state, go for work in some other state, then you are a foreigner, outsider there. Same country. If you are in one state, if a job takes to another state, then you are a foreigner there. You are not.
They call it domicile.
Yeah.
Non-domicile.
So that is tamasic jnana. We don't want that. This is a very important shloka, number 20 in chapter 18. Sattvic jnana helps us to see everybody alike, same God in all, that helps us to love everybody, constantly being in the presence of God. With whomever I am with God. He may be from a different society, different culture, maybe man or woman, good person. Doesn't matter. I'm with God. I'm seeing God. That kind of knowledge, if you have sattvic knowledge, then always God. In me also God. See, that is beauty of sattvic jnana. It is fantastic. It is in sloka number 20. One example, how great people practice is sattvic jnana. See, same divinity in all. Last time I gave the example of Amzad in Holy Mother's life. This Muslim person was there. And he had no education, no skill. He used to work in the mulberry farms. Those days, there was this cottage industry, making silk industry, weaving silk cloth, growing silkworms, making silk yarn cloth was a cottage industry. And the mulberry farms, mulberry leaves are used to feed the silkworms. All that was done by as called poor people in cottage industry. So these workers were working in the farm. One of them was Hamza. But when the power loom came, British people introduced electricity and power loom. Silk became a industry. Cottage industry people lost their business. So what do these people have to do? They have no other skill, no other education. So found out whatever they could do. This one person, Samjat, could not find any other job, no other skill. Used to work as a farm worker. Now what does he do? He has to somehow get something, so he started stealing things. So anyway, police caught him and put him in jail. And after serving jail term, he would come out, again steal. So once, on one such time when he was on parole, he went to Holy Mother's house. Somebody told him or how he went, we don't know. And Holy Mother saw him. The other people in the family didn't like him. Holy Mother's sisters-in-law and other people, Nalini, everybody, they said, no, he is a Muslim, we shouldn't allow him. Holy Mother said, no, come my child. To her, everyone was her child, no stranger. She called him, made him sit down in front of the house, prepared food, sat down by his side, fed him. And after he ate, he cleaned the place, the plate and everything. When she was doing all of this with great love, tenderness, the other people in the family, they protested. You are Brahmins, you will lose our caste if you touch him, associate with a Muslim. She didn't care. So what happened? Why did she do that one? To Holy Mother, this person being a Muslim and a thief didn't matter. She disregarded that, this whole personality. But inside Hamzat, who is there, same God present in me and in her and everybody else. That's what she saw. That is Samadarshitva. Vidyavani Sampane Brahmane Gavahistine. She did that one in her life. Simply reading it is not enough. She did. So the effect of this is profound. When a holy person sees God in me, I am not experiencing God's presence. I theoretically know God is here, but I'm not feeling God's presence now. I go to a holy person for a blessing. Bless me. Holy person looks at me and blesses me. Then what do I do? How that benefits me? If a holy person sees God in me, I am unable to see God within myself, his perception of God in me awakens my awareness of God's presence in me. That's what happened to Amzad. Even a holy person sees God in an ordinary person, the ordinary person becomes aware of God's presence in him. It takes a long time. It won't happen instantly. It may happen in movies. In real life, it takes time. If a holy person sees God in me, his perception of God awakens my awareness of God's presence in me over a period of time. That's the power of holy company. Why Sri Ramakrishna says again and again in the gospel, seek holy company, seek holy company. This is it. A holy person is one who sees God in all. And if I go to a holy person, and if he sees me, I seek his blessings, he sees God in me. To him, I'm an ordinary person, I'm a good or bad person, he sees God in me. Just a truly person sees God in all. That awakens my awareness of God's presence in me over a period of time. That's what happened to Hamza. He became a very sadhu person, and towards the end of life, he totally changed his personality. That is practice of Samadarshitva. That is Sattvic Jnana, seeing one God in all. See? That's why you have to study the lives of great people, well, Mahatmas. So Sattvic Jnana is very important, seeing one God in all. Rajasic, Tamasic Jnana is seeing all as different. Oh, he's different. And find different reasons to find differences and dislike others. We don't want that one. So let us chant sloka number 20. I'm spending so much time on 20 because this profound impact on our life. We have to practice this one on a daily basis. Sarvabhuteshu yenaikam bhavamavyayamikshate avibhaktam vibhakteshu tajñānaṃ viddhi sattvikam. Now we go to Rajasic Tamasic Jnana. These are easy. Shloka number 21. I don't have to spend much time on them. Yes. We are aware of Tamasic, Rajasic Jnana. Let's do 21. Rajasic Jnana. Prithaktvena tu yajñānaṃ nānā bhāvān prithakvidhān vetti sarveshu bhūteshu tajñānaṃ viddhi rājasam. Rajasic Jnana is being described here. Prithaktvena nānā bhāvān prithakvidhān vetti. The translation is know as Rajasic knowledge, the knowledge by which one knows all beings as existence of various kinds. Pratak Vidhan. Pratak Vidhan. Pratak means separate. Pratak means separate. Different. Pratak Vidhan Nana Bhavan Vetti. Sarveshu Bhuteshu Nana Bhavan Pratak Vidhan Vetti. Tajñānaṃ Rajasam Vidhi. Rajasic Jnana is that which sees everything as different, guided by appearance. Appearances have to be different. No, two things cannot be exactly alike. Then they will be clones. It's good that we are all separate from each other, appear as different to each other. And that's how we can recognize. If everybody is exactly alike, whom do you recognize? Everybody, who is father, who is mother, who is brother, who you can't tell. Differences are inevitable nature. Creation cannot exist without differences. Infinite variety in creation. But the sign of wisdom, Rajasic Jnana, Sattvic Jnana is to go deeper and see the divine presence in all. Differences you have to accept. You have to accept. Different people speak different language, eat different kinds of food, wear different kinds of clothes, do different kinds of work in different ways. It's going to be like that. We can't change it. We should not change it. We cannot change it. That's nature. But I should see the common divine presence in all. That is Sattvic Jnana. Rajasic Jnana creates differences, fighting. Listen, he worships God in a different way. The way I worship God is the best way. Then he does not reach God. Then conversion, hatred based upon religion, all fighting based upon religion. So much. So if we have Sattvic Jnana, everybody is worshipping same God in different ways. There are so many different ways to go from A to B, one place to another place. There's not one way. And to go from Washington, D.C. to Chicago, many different ways are there. We can take a flight, reach there in less than about 2 hours, or you can drive, or you can take a bus or Amtrak ride, or some other transportation. Goal is the same. Ways of reaching there are different. So God Himself was created. Sri Ramakrishna says, God Himself has created so many different religions so that different seekers can reach Him following different paths, whichever is convenient to them. It's God's grace. There are so many different religions are there. So different people have different tendencies, temperaments, needs, abilities. They worship in different ways suitable to them. But the goal is the same. God is the same. They worship God in different way, different using different forms, using different names, worshiping in different ways. But they're all trying to reach God. So that accepting the difference is necessary. Finding difference and fighting, hating, that is Rajasic Tamasic Jnana. So we go to Tamasic Jnana 22. यत्तु कृत्स्नवदेकस्मिन् कार्ये सक्तमहैतुकम् अतत्त्वार्थवदल्पं च तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्. That is said to be tamasic knowledge, which unreasonably sticks to an object as if it were the whole, and those content and whose content is petty. Here, ekasmin karye Krishnavad Chittu. Krishna means all. Seeing one object, thinking that's the whole thing. Seeing one idea or one object, and saying this is all there is to it. All other things are false. That kind of knowledge is tamasic knowledge. Tattva. Tattva means reality as it is. Tattvartha means truth as it is. Atattvartha means not as it is, mistaking the truth to be something else. Not seeing truth as truth, but misperceiving everything. If a person is there, ordinary person, ordinary looking person, doing some clerical job or not much money, then we disregard them. We don't, oh, he is nothing, nobody important. Just don't pay attention. But Sattvic Jnana means whatever profession he does, money or no money, God is in him, seeing God in him, treating him kindly. That is Sattvic Jnana. Finding difference and treating people according to the difference we see, that is Rajasic Tamasic Jnana. What happens in Rajasic Tamasic Jnana is they promote differences, diversity, and mutual hatred and dislike. I hate you, I dislike you because you are so different from me. That is not conducive to peace. Any society, any family where people see differences rather than common things, there will be no peace there. Differences, fighting, hatred, dislike will be there. That's what we see in this society, in all societies, everywhere, not only in this, everywhere it is same problem is there. That is tamasic jnana. The limiting whole thing to one particular thing. They say worship God in one way. Let us say I'm a worshipper of Krishna, Krishna Bhakta. That's okay. There's no harm. I can say worship. But to say that Krishna is the only reality, if you don't worship Krishna, you will not reach God. That is tamasic jnana. You worship Shiva, I worship Krishna. You same God as appears as Krishna, as Shiva, other forms. So we're worshipping the same God. That is Sattvic Jnana. Seeing difference, this is the only way. Seeing one thing and think that is the whole thing. That's fanaticism in religion. Similarly, in political views, in other views. That fanaticism is the cause of all hatred, fight, and war, and everything. All wars are because of this one. Then we go to the next topic. So we're seeing three kinds of jnana. Sattvic jnana, Rajasic jnana, Tamasic jnana. Sattvic jnana promotes peace, harmony, well-being, unity, same God in all, shows the way to God. We see God in everything. Rajasic, Tamasic jnana, seeing differences, seeing everybody as different, and basing our or treatment of other people based on differences, not on commonality. The rich person comes, oh, you are very happy, you want to be friends with him. The poor person comes, stay away from them. That is tamasic, rajasic jnana. We don't want that one. So let us go to the next topic. Here, in sloka number 23, 24, 25, very important slokas are here because this very daily basis we have to practice this one. Karma, three kinds of karma. Sattvic karma, rajasic karma, tamasic karma. Karma is inevitable. You all do karma around the clock. We can't stop doing karma. That we know from earlier chapters. Chapter 3, Bhagavan said, Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jato tishtati akarmakrit. Akarmakrit means not doing any work. Kshanamapi, even for a moment, nahi kaschit tishtati. No one can stay without doing work, even for a moment. We're always doing some work, thinking, sleeping, eating, walking, talking, thinking, all happening. Even in dream also work is happening in the mind. And body functions are going on. So karma is inevitable. If we know what is sattvic karma, rajasic karma, tamasic karma, then we can try to do only sattvic karma, not to stay away from rajasic, tamasic karma. So we have to know the differences. So these three kinds of karma, sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, are going to be described in 23, 24, 25. So let us study. 23, let us study now. Sattvic karma. नियतं संगरहितं अरागद्वेषतः कृतं अपलप्रेप्सुना कर्म यत्तत् सात्विकमुच्यते. Sattvic karma is being described here. Very important. Niyatam. Niyatam means that is prescribed, obligatory. We all have niyata karma, obligatory duties. We studied that in detail before. Niyata karma means prescribed, required duties. Depends upon our life, where we are in our life. Different for different people. My niyata karma different from your niyata karma. And changes with time. The important thing to notice about duty is it's not fixed. For one person, duty varies with time. What is my duty in the morning is not my duty in the evening. What was my duty last year is not my duty this year. It will be different next year. Changes with time for one person. At any given time, duty is different for different people. What is my duty now? Your duty is something different. So that's why duties change, a variable thing, it's not fixed. All this is described in one place by Swami Vivekananda. In his Karma Yoga lectures, eight topics, 8 lectures are there, chapters are there. One chapter called What is Duty? That's the title of the chapter, What is Duty? Please study that one when you have time. There, Swami Vivekananda explains how to determine what my duty is at this time. We all have to do that one and do that duty, not somebody else's duty. Swadharme nidhanam shreya paradharma bhayavaha. Doing swadharma, my own duty, is the best thing all time. You have to know what's my duty. Our responsibility is for each one of us at any given time, what is my duty now, and I should be doing that. Your duty is different. That you do, but I must do my duty at this time. To ascertain what my duty is now, to do it is everybody's duty. Then only we get freedom, knowledge, and devotion. Otherwise, we're doing something else, we're not doing something else. I should be doing this one. Instead, I do something else at this time, then it'll bring difficulties in my life. So it's important. Niyata karma. Niyatam karma. Doing prescribed duties. If somebody has a office job, he has to go to office at the required time. That is duty. Niyata karma. Niyatam, that is sangarahitam, free from attachment. The whole message of Gita, Karma Yoga, is one point only: free from detachment, free from attachment. Sangarahitam, sangam tetva. How many places it came? Beginning from second chapter. whatever action we do, we should do it without attachment to karma, karma phala. One instruction comes throughout the Gita. That is why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, when asked what's the teaching of Gita, only one word, repeat Gita 10 times, we end up saying Tyagi, Tyagi, Tyagi. Tyagi means one who renounces, gives up Tyaga. Tyaga we saw in the beginning of the 18th chapter. What is Tyaga? Sarva karma phala tyagam, tyagam prahur vichakshunaha. In the beginning of 18th chapter, we studied what is Tyaga. Tyaga means giving up attachment to karma, karma phala. Sangarahitam, without attachment to karma. If we do that, is sattvic karma. Karma done with attachment to karma, karma phala is rajasic, tamasic karma. We don't want that one. Niyatam sangarahitam aragadveshatah kritam. Kritam means done. Any karma that is done without ragadvesha. Raga means attachment. Dvesha means dislike. Likes and dislikes. What we do should not be determined by my likes and dislikes. What I should be is what I am required to do, niyata karma, whether I like it or not. My karma, what karma I do, how I do, should not be guided by my likes and dislikes, raga dvesha. I like to do this, but I am not I'm required to do this. So I should do what I am required to do, not what I like to do. Then maybe if they are same, then we are fortunate. If I happen to like what I am required to do, then there's no problem. I can do it very well. But if I don't happen to like what I'm required to do, then we have to prefer, we should do what is required to be, not what I like. What I'm required to do, that I have to do. Keeping aside my likes and dislikes. My likes and dislikes should not affect the quality of work or my choice of work. Nyata karma we have to do. Keeping aside raga dvesha. Araga dveshata kritam. Done without raga and dvesha. Without being affected by raga dvesha, likes and dislikes. This came in the 10th shloka in this chapter. I should do any work that is required to be done, not because I like do something, I'll do it. 10th shloka in this 18th chapter, he says, if some work is unpleasant, if it is required to be done, we still have to do it. You should not become attached to pleasant work. You should not detest unpleasant work. Where did it come? 18th term. न द्वेष्टि अकुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टो मेधावी छिन्न संशयः. There Bhagavan had said, Akushalam karma na dveshti. Dvesha means dislike, intense dislike. Akushalam karma means disagreeable work. Like sweeping the floor and clearing the snow in winter time and other kinds of duty work, we don't like to do. But if it is near the karma, I am required to do it, I have to do it. Keeping aside my likes and dislikes. Araga dvesha takrata. Kushale nanushajyate. If the work is pleasant, agreeable, I should not become attached to it. I like to do it because though it is not required, I will do it because I happen to like it. Not like that. Niyata karma you have to do. Keeping aside ragadvesha. Niyatam sangarahitam aragadveshatah kritam. Then how else to do? Aphala prepsuna. Phala means the fruit. Prepsu means one who likes to have the fruit of action, result of action. Aphala prepsuna means by a person who is not attached to the fruit of action. Result of I do it this work, whatever result comes, good or bad, I'm offering offer my work to God as my seva, my offer, as my worship, as my service. And once I offer to the divine my work, then I am free. The result, whatever comes, I don't I don't exult if it is good. I don't become depressed, angry if it is bad. Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva. That will come later. Came many times before. That is detachment. Apala prepsuna, a person who is not attached to the fruit of action by such a person, whatever karma is done, that is satvikam uchyate. Tat satvikam uchyate. See how many qualities there is. Satvik karma. To recapitulate, niyatam, required duty has to be done. Sangarahitam, free from attachment to karma, karma phala. Aragadveshata, not guided by likes and dislikes. Apala prepsuna, not being attached to the fruits of action. Not desiring the fruits. If it comes, accept it. Whatever comes, good or bad, accept it calmly and then move forward. No attachment. This kind of karma is sattvic karma. You have to keep these points in mind when you do any action. All these things have come before in the earlier chapters. Many times. This is revision, recapitulating. Sattvic karma is that which is required to be done. It should be done without attachment to karma phala, keeping aside unaffected by our likes and dislikes, and not being attached to expecting the fruit of action. Apala prepsuna. Such a karma is sattvic karma. What does it do? What's the benefit of doing sattvic karma? It purifies the mind. We have to know why we have to do sattvic karma. When you do sattvic karma in this way, our selfishness, attachment will go away. Those are the main obstacles. And the more unselfish we become, the less attachment we have, that much closer we move to God. Goal of life is knowing we approach the goal of life. The more unselfish we become, the less attached we become, that much progress towards the goal of life, namely God realization or Atma-jnana. That is the benefit of doing all work as sattvic karma. Rajasic, tamasic will study. Those are don't require much study. They are easy to know. So sattvic karma number 23 is very important. All work that we do should be done as sattvic karma. That means it is something that we are required to do, something that has been done without attachment to karma phala, sangarahitam, not affected by likes and dislikes, aragadveshata kritam, and free from desire for fruit of karma phala, apala prepsuna karma. Then it is sattvic karma. Then brings peace of mind, purifies the mind. Purity of mind is the most important requirement for devotion or knowledge. When the mind becomes pure, next step is devotion and knowledge. With impure mind, nothing will happen. Only misery will come. So that is the why we have to do all karma is sattvic karma. So we shall stop here and continue next time. Let me say the closing prayer. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Om, may all be happy. May all be free from ill health and other problems. May all know and realize and practice what is noble, dharmic, and auspicious. May no one be subject to any kind of suffering. Om peace. May there be peace in our hearts. Adhyatmika shanti. May there be peace and harmony amongst all beings. Adi bhautika shanti. And may there be peace everywhere in nature. Adi daivika shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Sri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu. All of you stay well. Thank you and Namaskar.